Hi, and welcome back to Advice with Craig. Thank you for joining me. Today, I want to talk about what it's like to date a narcissist. I recently made a video talking about signs of a narcissist in order to help you avoid even being with one. Now, I want to talk about if you did date a narcissist, what it would be like. I've talked to many different people about what it's like to date or to be married to a narcissist, and it's absolute horror stories that they've told me. So I want to try and help people as much as possible avoid even being in this situation as best I can. So now let's talk about if you were to date a narcissist, this is what you can expect. The first thing is on date number one, obviously they're going to talk mostly about themselves. They want you to think how great they are. They're barely going to ask you questions. They're going to ask some questions because they want to get to know whether or not they can break you down mentally and emotionally. So they will ask some questions because think of it like they're the hunter and you're the prey. Okay, he wants to know, is this person worth me putting in my time? Can I emotionally break her down and make her mine? If you're this strong-willed woman, he wants nothing to do with that. And then he's going to be able to move on. So he will ask some questions and he's going to size you up in that way. Obviously, a narcissist wants to be with somebody who is very attractive because a narcissist believes that they are extremely attractive. And they want other people to look at both of you and say, wow, what an amazing couple they are. And look at how gorgeous they are. Okay, so he's going to really size you up and take all of that in. But what he's really looking at is can I break this woman down and make her into what I want? What's going to happen is something that's called love bombing. For the first 2 to 3, maybe even 4 months, he's going to love bomb you. And that is not a good thing. That's manipulation. He is going to buy you things, jewelry, clothes, take you on vacations. He's going to say the most amazing things to you. He is going to rush his feelings for you. He's going to rush trying to get your feelings to match his feelings. Where date number 2, he could be saying, I love you. Date number 3 or 4, talking about living together. He's going to try and rush your feelings along to match his. Why would he be rushing his feelings along? Because his goal is to try and trap you. Once you are trapped, you're less likely to leave him. Okay? So he needs to get you to a certain point. Once you are trapped, then he can begin his process of breaking you down mentally and emotionally, making you feel like everything is your fault. But for those 2, 3, 4 months during the love bombing phase, you might not have ever experienced anything like this before. And you're thinking, this is fantastic. Look at this necklace he just bought me. Look at this amazing dress. We're going to go to the Bahamas. You know, this is fantastic. No other guy's ever done this for me before. Okay? But it's not going to last. I promise you, this is not going to last. He's just laying down the foundation at this point, okay, of setting the trap. It's going to end. His true self is going to come out. And what's going to end up happening? You're going to stay with him because you're going to continue to try and chase those feelings of what it was like in the first 2, 3, 4 months. You're going to think, oh, we can get back to that. He's changed. Things are different. But I want to stay with him because I want to get back to the way things were. That's not going to happen. At best, what's going to happen is he's going to drop breadcrumbs for you. He'll show you signs of what it was like back in the beginning and make you think like, oh, okay, things are a little bit better now. But they're just breadcrumbs. They're nothing. You can't live off of that. And he's going to continue to be selfish, self-absorbed, care just about himself, continue to break you down emotionally and mentally, make everything seem like it's your fault. A narcissist has incredible rage and anger issues. And in the beginning, you might be like, wow, he's got some anger issues, some road rage. Oh, well, it's no big deal. We all have road rage. Yeah, okay. We all might get mad like, man, I can't believe how slow traffic is going. But a narcissist is slamming on their horn constantly, banging the steering wheel, truly getting upset. That's just not average little road rage. That's true anger issues. So you should take that into consideration from the beginning. If this person is emotionally and mentally trying to break you down constantly and getting upset at you, getting in your face, angry at you over the littlest thing, you have to believe it's not going to take much to push them over into something physical against you. The smallest thing can damage the ego of a narcissist. A joke that you make could damage his little fragile ego. Where you think like, oh, we're just joking around. If I was with a normal man, we would just both be laughing right now. But that narcissist would take it as, are you making fun of me? And truly get upset at you. And you'd be like, no, I'm not mad. I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the situation. But to them, all they hear is you're trying to make fun of them. And you're trying to hurt them. Okay? Again, he's going to turn around on you and get angry at you and yell and scream at you. And then say, look at what you're making me do to you. They're not going to apologize. They're not going to be coming back saying, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I lost my temper. They're not going to take any accountability for anything. At best, they might be like half-ass, kind of, sorry about that. Got a little upset there. Maybe they might do that, but they're not going to truly be sorry. They're going to be blaming everything on you. They want to break you down. They want you to think like, oh man, what am I doing wrong? Why can't I have a good relationship with him? Why can't I please him? I need to do better. No, you don't need to do better. You need to leave him. You need to find somebody that's going to love you and appreciate you for who you are and what you have to offer. Remember, a narcissist is envious of your good qualities. You know, you have this amazing, loving relationship with your kids. Well, he doesn't, right? He doesn't have a good relationship with 2 out of his 3 kids. And he's angry and jealous that you have a great relationship with all your kids. So what's he going to try and do? He's going to try and drive a wedge between you and your kids. One, because you spending time with your kids takes away time with him. And he wants your time on his time. When he wants your time, it needs to be on his schedule. Okay? But he is going to try and drive a wedge between you and your kids. Anything that he's envious of you, he wants to try and break that out of you. And get that out of you, because he doesn't want to look at you and be reminded of anything, of any of his shortcomings. A lot of narcissists get this way because of the way that they were brought up. Their parents could have been narcissists, and they started the cycle, and it continues over and over again. And maybe a narcissist passes this on, and they have 3 kids, and doesn't have a good relationship with 2 of them, but the third one is like, you know what? I just want my parents' love, so I'll do whatever I have to. And they become a narcissist themselves just because they're doing whatever they have to get dad's love. So you've got to think that's what it's like. If you're in a relationship with somebody that's this way, you're constantly going to have to be walking on eggshells. Who wants to live that way? You don't want to live that way. You shouldn't have to live that way. You should be with somebody that's understanding that you guys can talk about stuff. If you have an argument, a narcissist is not going to stick around and talk things out with you. They're gone. Like, no, because they're perfect. So how could they have made a mistake? They're not going to stay and have this discussion with you. They're just going to leave. They're going to hang up. I got to go get off the phone with you, whatever it may be. They're not going to have those conversations that you need to have. Communication is key when it comes to having a good relationship. And a narcissist just doesn't want to do that. Another thing is that a narcissist, they like to start fires, not literal fires, but something that gets them going, that fires them up, where they could start an argument almost for no reason. You're just making dinner and just, you had an amazing, fantastic day and you're making dinner and you say the wrong thing to them. And that just wants to, they need that little burning inside of them, and they will start argument or a fight with you for no reason. You're just like, I can't believe this is happening. We're about to sit down for dinner, and now we're just in this massive fight. This is crazy. What did I do? What did I say? And you did nothing wrong, but they just needed that. They needed to let this this anger out in some way, and you're the easiest target for them. So it's like they like chaos in their life, and things could be fine for a little while, but then they need it again, and they'll start a fight for no reason at all. Some studies talk about working with narcissists. You've got no choice. You work with certain people. It's not like you can just, obviously you can find a different job or whatever. But the recommendation is if you are working with a narcissist, you're just trying to avoid them. Stay out of their way. Don't get in their path because they're so difficult and they make your life so miserable. So why would you even want to be in a relationship with somebody that you're living together? It just sounds like such a terrible way to be. So I just wanted to, talk about what it would be like if you were entering into a relationship with somebody that is a narcissist. I hope you don't. I don't want that. Their whole goal is to trap you. Their whole goal is to break you down so you will stay with them. And to trap you can be, living together. Once you're living together, you can't just move out. Once you're married, that's much tougher. Or whether they've got you trapped sexually, whatever it may be, financially, they just want you off to themselves. Now, that doesn't even mean that they're going to be faithful and honest to you. They could still be out there sleeping around with other people, but they don't want you doing that. They don't want you having friends with other guys and stuff like that. They could be getting upset about Facebook posts. Who's this guy that liked your post or whatever? The smallest little thing can set them off at any time. So really, really think twice about getting in a relationship with somebody who is a narcissist. So watch that first video to even where I talk about signs of a narcissist. You should be aware of that, okay? Because they're going to play that game in the beginning in order to get you and to trap you. And it's harder to get out once you are trapped. But if at least you're aware of the signs of what somebody is, that they might be a true narcissist, at least you can avoid them. So there you go. I hope you found this helpful in some way. It's sad, but a lot of people live with this and they have to deal with this. And once they are trapped, they're trapped for the rest of their lives, or 20 years, and then finally they get divorced. So it's very sad that people are in these situations. So I want to try and help people not even get into them in the first place. Thank you very much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, share this out with anybody you think could benefit from this information. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye now.